it's believed that Kyler Murray played his last snap in Arizona. And that is what it is, man. He done a lot of dumb shit, like from wearing the Vic jersey to the beautician story to some of the immaturities that he had. And, I've kind of been an advocate for him to come to Detroit. I understand there is, it ain't many options out there for quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that first and foremost. I mean, I came up with you should try to get Joe Burrows. I get it. It come with, risks with the injuries, and you got to give up a lot, which is most unlikely, unrealistic for Cincinnati. You start looking, there ain't too many other probably guys that's going to be available. I mean, do you really want a Tua or, Kirk Cousins? And like I said, with Kyler Murray, he comes with a rocket arm, elite mobile quarterback, but a lot of immaturity. But I also think, how the Lions have handled the immaturity in the maturation process of Jameson Williams. Well, that's a different position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Dan Campbell will be great for Kyler Murray. I'm just thinking about the fit between the coach. I think he'd be great for Kyler Murray. That's just my thinking about it. I think he'd be fantastic for Kyler Murray. I think that's a fantastic fit for Kyler. I think that's a great fit for him. It's a great head coach, discipline, gonna hold you accountable. And most people are already saying they believe Amon-Ra St. Brown is the leader of the Detroit Lions anyway. So, where would there be some adjustments? I think for him, that's the biggest adjustments for Amon-Ra St. Brown. A lot of the work he does in the middle of the field, Kyler Murray, that's a concern, throwing that ball over the middle of the field and not getting it back down. So things you can do to do that, you should have won, you pussy ass Arizona Dodge Ram driving dog. He was a straight pussy for that one, bro. You should have won. But no offense. A little bit of road ram. I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum. But yeah, I just feel, I think that's an issue because St. Brown lives over the middle of the field. He lives over the middle of the field. And I think for, Kyler Murray, that ain't the best place for him to throw the ball. But I think if they solidify, the center position with Tate, I think Tate would be great at center. Miles Frazier maybe going to the guard position. Mahogany, I think he'd be fantastic once he gets back. I think that's what you're looking for. I think that's what you're looking for. I think you have a, big, strong, offensive line, especially in the middle, where you can step up and make those throws over the middle. You could do some things that you didn't do with Jared Goff. You can move the pocket. One thing you do know, he got that rocket arm to get the ball out there. You're going to be tough to defend because guess what? He can pick up those first downs. Jesus Christ. Look at fucking Starbucks. Jeez Louise. What is it? Black Friday at Starbucks? Oh my goodness. I'm putting crack or cocaine in there in the drinks and the pastries. And you gotta mind yourself, it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. No. But yeah, back to Kyler Murray. I mean, you can move the pocket, you can do, but some of the things where golf does, timing and on time, on schedule, that's going to be a shock to guys if you keep around like Sam Laporta. That's going to be a shock to guys that you keep around like, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So, Laporta may get more vertical with Kyler Murray. But also when Kyler Murray break the pocket, them intermediate to short route runners, they're going to eat too. But, for the most part, if that offensive line in the middle can create a clean pocket, Murray will be able to, make some throws over the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I think you will see that actually happen. So, but yeah, I'm a fan. Like I said, he's considered by many the greatest Texas high school football player ever, and that's huge. That's come one of the best football states you can be in. So, but I just think I like the pairing of Dan Campbell's structure with him. And like I said, some of the things that golf do that you're going to miss, timing. The timing is what you're going to miss. Those timing routes, and those are things that he can work on because we've seen Drew Brees do it, But Drew Brees is really known, he had the greatest arm, but a lot of times he's really known for making a lot of those throws vertical. And I think Kyler Murray, a lot of things can happen vertical. I think him and J-Mo will be dangerous. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs will be dangerous. If they keep Montgomery around, he'll be dangerous. It's just him and those timing route guys like Laporta. I think Laporta and Amon Rock can swim. They can swim in any offense. You know, Amon Rock can get vertical. He can do, you know, I think if he can really form that bond that Goff had with those crossing routes and those outbreaking routes, you know, I think Murray will be great in Detroit. It's just the maturity level. I think that's what you look at, the maturity level. You want that young man to be more mature. And I think Dan Campbell can really mentor him to being more mature. But that, you know, everything you want in a quarterback other than height is there. The arm, the athleticism, the talent. You just need that maturity to be there. This is fucking ridiculous, man. It is traffic literally everywhere today. I'm definitely going to take my ass in the house, and I'm going to be with you. I'm going to take the long way home because it has to be the train. I'm going to take the long way home. So, ultimately, man, ultimately, I just see it. I like the player. You know, the mentality, some of the dumb shit he did. I did a lot of dumb shit when I was his age, for sure. Still do a lot of dumb shit. So I think Dan and Brad could work with him. I think it's a good swap. Arizona, you know, you already got Jacoby Brissett, who a pocket quarterback. Goff. I mean, I swap even. It's an even swap for me. You know, I don't turn around and I don't look back. It's like I said before. And I don't turn around and I don't look back. You know, one thing you got with Goff, you got with a lot of durability. So, you know, I think Murray understands that he got to get down, and I think the Lions can do some things to protect him. And then you think about what offensive coordinator do you get to be with him? Because low-key, it got to be a guy that can make some things happen for Kyler Murray, but also align to what Dan Campbell wants. But the Lions offense, no doubt, they're an explosive offense still this year. They'll be more explosive, but my thing about it, the one thing that's dropped off this year because of the offensive line, efficiency. You know, but I think if you protect Goff, which next year I think that's going to be a priority, they will. A lot of guys getting snaps and getting experience right now. The thing about it is, I think for Kyler is, can he be? We know Goff is going to be efficient if you block for him, but can he be efficient? You know, can he get the ball out? Can they go on 10, 20, 15 play drives with Kyler Murray? Other than him handing the ball off, can he really, you know, throw that thing 10, 15 yards, you know, and make those plays? And I know the Lions won't do it, you know, and I definitely understand why they wouldn't do it. But in my opinion, I think Campbell's discipline, his gritty mentality, and I think Murray's athleticism, I think that's a deadly combination. You put in with J-Mo, Ja, St. Brown, Sam Laporta. When you start putting those guys in the same vein, I think that becomes very dangerous for teams. But, you know, only issue you go there is with durability. Goff been durable, and also can he have timing? But hey, like Goff in his offense when they hitting on all cylinders. But hey, hit the link tree, find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, everything inside the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Follow me, peace.